In the name of Jesus. Can we just take it 1 second at a time?
Okay, so just let me know because I'm gonna
I
take
sure will. I sure
yeah,
will.
I'm gonna get my glasses back.
We're here. We're here. We're on live. And you have your glasses on. Can you not? This is going to be the best live webinar ever. Best one ever.
Yes,
so,
ma'am.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Give me a few seconds here as we get things loaded up and ready to go for you.
This is my first Facebook Live, actually.
Is it really?
My very
Shauna,
first.
we are here and we are moving. What happened? Why is that doing that? Oh my God. Well, we are alive and happening. So hold on just 2 seconds, fam, as I get my act together on this beautiful, beautiful day. I'm trying to see where the stream is coming from on my phone so that I can watch it live, but we're here. Yes, 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 yes. We are here. Hey. Hello and welcome. First and foremost, I hope everybody is doing well today. Can somebody just reach out and tell me if you can see me right now and tell me that you can hear me and the sound is good and we're on and moving accordingly? If I could get some comments and feedback. Can you hear me?
I sure can.
I know you can. Hold on a second. Candace Capella, can you hear me? Candace, can you hear me? That's my big question right now. Can you hear me? Yes, yes, yes. So first and foremost, I want to say, I see Candace. Oh, yes, yes. Thank you, darling. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So first and foremost, I just want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Cheryl Grant, and I am with Cheryl Grant Enterprises. I have started doing these Fit Live interview featuring women entrepreneurs that are out in the world really making some great things happen. And they were doing it obviously before the coronavirus. And, you know, since that time, we've all been challenged with how do we recreate ourselves and show up in the world in a way that's going to help us to be lively and not only survive, but
better for me. How's it for you guys?
And so I am now I have the opportunity and pleasure to first off, I'm going to introduce my guest in a few minutes. But before I do that, I just want to wish everybody, let you know that my thoughts and my prayers are with you and your family during this difficult time. I really want this to be interactive. So please do chime in and ask questions. Let me know, you know, what you're going through as we're going through. Please do make this interactive because this is truly about you and it's about us being able to give you the tools for you to navigate. I have started my company in 2006, actually, and didn't launch it until 2017. And I, you know, I, like you, am faced with some of the same things and trying to really recreate myself during these times. And so my goal is for you to get, again, some tools and tips so that you can be better. Well, and with that said, I really want to take this opportunity now to set the stage. I am about to introduce to you my sister and my friend. And Shauna is a celebrity jewelry designer. She's a jewelry designer, but she also designs for celebrities. She is an interior designer. She is a social media strategist. When you take a look at my social media, not right now, but she's not happy with it right now. So she's going to do some revamping, but she did handle it for me for a very long time. And she helped me to take my social media from 700 followers to we're hoovering just close to about 10,000 followers now. And she's very awesome and amazing at what she does. She's a mother of a beautiful daughter named Chloe, and Chloe is a 4.0 student. And I want to say, welcome, Shauna. You guys, welcome, Shauna. Welcome, Shauna.
There. That was such an awesome introduction, Cheryl. Thank you so much for having me on. I just want to echo your sentiments about what's going on with COVID-19. I live in Jersey, but I'm in New York City. That view behind there is of New York City, so I'm very close to it. We have over 30,000 cases now, so it's really heavy. I have been at home, so I have to say that it's really nice to put some makeup on, honey, and shower. I almost put on perfume, and then I was like, why? You ain't leaving. It's just, I forgot, our new normal is stay at home. And so that's what I've been doing. So I'm happy to be on here and talk about how we're coping with this. I'm definitely coping with it in my ways. I have a daughter to raise. She has not missed a beat. She goes to technology school, so she's able to do her schoolwork online, which is wonderful. So, I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes. And you guys, I really want to keep this interactive. I want to keep it fun because Shauna is my sister and we go way back.
So and we talked 5 times already today.
So we will always, our energy is going to be what it is. And that's really, Shauna, I want to talk to you about that. That's a really great point because right now I just feel like, and we'll get into the business aspect of it. And yes, wait a minute, time out. Before I go there, because I want to ask you about energy, but before I go into that conversation with you about energy, Shauna, I want to ask you, first of all,
I'm putting on my jewelry. Go ahead.
Thank you right now while you're doing the interview. Thank you. I really appreciate you.
So I haven't put on jewelry so long, honey.
She's a jewelry designer. Matter of fact, this beautiful necklace that I have on is a Shauna Neely design. These earring hoops I have on are Shauna Neely design. But Shauna, I want to talk to you really about your early beginnings before we really dive into where we are now. And you were somebody, Shauna, that you decided that you were going to go out and conquer the world. You decided that you were going to be a jewelry designer. What led you to that, to leave the Bay Area, to go to New York?
Didn't know a soul.
Share the story with me.
So I, as you know, moved to New York in 1996 from the Bay Area. I didn't know a soul in New York. I just knew I wanted to be here. I wanted to be a model. And so I came, first I went to LA. I met this woman who owned a modeling agency and she said, oh my God, you're amazing. Come out to New York and stay in the model's apartment. I thought, oh my God, my dreams have come true. Got to New York, started modeling right away. We were not living in the model's apartment. We were living in the modeling agency and it was nice. It was in the heart of Midtown, right across the street from Macy's, the biggest Macy's in the world. Started modeling right away, started doing videos, Essence Magazine. It was awesome. And the reason why I got there is because I was practicing the law of attraction, ask, believe, and receive. And I didn't even realize what that formula was. I just knew that I wanted to be there. But I'm a firm believer in passion is a navigation system that will never fail you. And I was passionate about wanting to be a model, and it happened. And I modeled for a very long time for a lot of different designers. And I just felt like for me, there was more that I could give. And I had studied a jewelry class. I was studying fashion merchandising and I took a jewelry class. And that's where I got my feet wet in it. And after my modeling career was over, long story short, I started designing jewelry. And before I knew it, I had Alicia Keys wearing my jewelry. I had Beyonce. I had Eve at the time. Eve was big, and Foxy Brown. But I said to myself, again, going back to what you can attract with your words and with passion, I said, I want to design jewelry and I want Beyonce to be wearing it. I want Alicia Keys to be wearing it. And before I knew it, they were all wearing it. Alicia Keys wore them on the Oprah Winfrey Show. Beyonce was on the cover of Essence Magazine and she had a 10-page spread wearing my jewelry. And all of this happened out of the different relationships that I was afforded as a model. And just, you know, I'm Shauna Neely, honey. And so I'm going to meet all the fabulous people in New York, which I did by the grace of God. And I was able to navigate through it pretty nicely. And then before I knew it, I started designing fine jewelry. And I actually did LeBron James's wedding band. I did all the jewelry for his wedding. I did Chris Bosh's wedding band. He has several wedding bands. I did his now wife, her engagement ring and her wedding band. So I've worked with a lot of different celebrities, but now I have since branched off. In New York, you have to have multiple hustles. And I have multiple hustles. I'm a jewelry designer. I have a social media branding company, which is what you talked about earlier. And I turned into an tastemaker and influencer on Instagram in the interior design space. And now I started that account from rubble. After my jewelry page, I was already popping. I started from zero. I have over 100,000 followers. And I didn't even know I didn't know that people were going to receive me that well, because my jewelry page, I have just over 17,000, which is also very good, but it took a long time to build that up. This happened with the Tastemaker page very, very quickly. And so, but that lends itself to me running a social media branding company. So I know how to grow a brand. And now people are paying me to post their product, brand, or service, still doing the jewelry. And through this time right now of COVID-19 and dealing with loss.
Before you go there, but wait a minute, before you go there, I'm gonna go there. So thank you for that, Shauna, because that's so powerful. But I really want to tap into that for a minute, because by the way, Shauna's in New York, so obviously it's 10 o'clock, 10:15 her time.
And I usually go to bed at 10, so I'm a little tired. Let's wrap this up. No, I'm teasing.
And I love you for being here. But Shauna, I really want to tap into this, because as it relates to where we are right now, you said a couple of jewels. And one of the things you talked about was number one is having belief and having faith. And as you know, my program is all about being fit, being mentally fit. What is the first letter? Is F, for faith. And are really describing, and I look at where we are right now and this troubling time that we're in, and it's like there's so much information that's being thrown at us. Half of it is that I don't know, but we're about to.
It says record live on Facebook on the top right.
Yours, but mine is what matters right now, babe.
Oh, okay, sorry. Just trying to be helpful. My bad.
Stop. Because you're not.
Late over here. Can we get this thing going?
All right, guys. Hurry back live. Oh my God. Oh my God, you guys. We're going to try again. Okay, guys, it just cut off. Are you guys live? Are we live again? Are you guys back? I think that would just cut off. We're going to see here, Shauna. We're going to give people a moment to maybe rejoin in. This is so hilarious. This is so hilarious. I think we're on. Okay, Shauna, we're back on. We're back on. Guys, sorry about that. I'm not sure why it did what it did and what was going on, but hopefully you guys can log back on. So Shauna, I'm going to start where I left off before, because let me see right now. I just want to see, we got 6 people following us right now. Okay, wonderful. Welcome, Todd. Hopefully the others can join us again. And I really apologize for cutting off midstream, but you know, we can't control technology. So Shauna, we were talking about energy. We were talking about faith.
Yes.
And we were talking about that's what led you to where you are. Like that, your faith is what led you to. You
know, I was actually telling you about my day to day and how it's affecting me. That's
right.
Exactly.
I was gonna.
Oh, sorry.
So first of all, why did she have to wear red? I wore red today. How did she know? Like power. How great minds think alike.
That. So, I love that we are both wearing red.
So what we were talking about and what I was about to ask her, because, you know, both Shauna and I are type A personalities. Exactly. So I kind of want to rein her. You'll take the boat and pretty much just leave. So just walk with me, sister. Walk with me, sister.
Gotcha.
Here goes the question. Now you are reinventing yourself. Mm-hmm. And I think your story is pretty magical, and I watch you every day, and you're pretty amazing. And plus I've had the pleasure of you know, indulging in some of your pleasantries. And
Yes.
so tell us how you're reinventing yourself now. Hi, Candy. We see you. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Todd. Sorry, cut off. So
Hi,
glad
guys.
everybody join us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So anyway,
sure.
so I was telling you my day to day was me doing jewelry duty and working and going into the city every day, pounding the pavement, the energy, New York. You've been here. It's like this. This is what I'm used to. And so now being quarantined, obviously, like the world is, everything is at home. And so, and I'm inundated with news and texts and messages and links and look at this and oh my God, and the newspaper. It's just a lot of information. And in order for me to stay sane, I'm informed. I'm not inundated. I'm informed. I'm reading the news every day. I'm seeing what's going on, but I'm not watching it every single day entrenched. And for me, food is my love language. And right now, we cannot go out to eat because the restaurants are closed. Yes, you can get delivery or takeout, but let me just say this, and I don't want to get too deep or philosophical, but God has put the entire world on a timeout for a reason. Maybe this is the time for us to reconnect with ourselves and to cook, get in the kitchen and cook. Do you know how many times I have gone out to eat and really bond with myself, with my daughter, with my God? You know what I mean? And I really think that that's what it's about. And God has stopped the entire world, put us all on a timeout. We can't even go to church, to fellowship. We have been reduced to this medium for me to communicate with you. Because even if you were in New York right now, you couldn't come over. I need 14 days to make sure, you know, so we are all living that life. So food is my love language. And I'm an amazing cook. You have my cooking. And so I have turned.
Hey, y'all, you heard that, huh?
But everyone though has turned into a full-time chef because we don't really have a choice, do we? And so I am cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it has given me so much joy and so much glee in my heart. I'm excited what I'm going to make every single day. And Chloe is eating so well. And we're rebonding. She's doing her schoolwork. She can't leave. I love it. And I'm cooking every day and I'm killing it in the kitchen and I'm documenting it. And people are messaging me saying, oh my goodness, what's that recipe? How do I make this? So I'm actually helping people, you know, learn how to cook or reconnect with cooking. And I feel like that is such a huge part of what brings us together anyway. When we we can't go out to restaurants now. So I'm making these moments at home. And I have been making some of the most amazing dishes and it feels incredible. And I'm excited about it. And I've always been passionate about it, but now it's showing me something else, another way, another portal, another income stream, really. And so I'm trying I'm the big believer and my whole life has been jumping off of a cliff and building my wings on the way down. I did it with everything. And again, fueled by passion and with the grace of God, because he has been so good to me. So good to me, so good to all of us. And I really do think that God is trying to speak to us and let us really find ourselves and get in that kitchen and cook or reorganize that closet or reconnect with your child or reconnect with yourself. And so I'm trying to do all those things and not be so super inundated with the news and what's going on, and informed, but not inundated. And so I'm letting this time serve me. And so I have gotten into my new normal of not rushing around into the city in that energy and just being present. And that is such an important tool for me because I'm all over the place doing all these. I'm present now. I'm present. I'm here for my daughter. I'm here for me. I'm here for my friends that need me. I have friends that are shut in and sick. I'm going to drop off food because that's my love language and that's what I can do. I'm not going in their house, but you understand what I'm saying? So I feel amazing.
But here goes the thing though, Shauna, with that. There goes another one of the Cheryl Grant being fit. Faith is the first thing we talked about, your journey. And again, stepping out on faith, but also there's something in your intuition that told you what got you to even want to start posting your cooking, because some of the things she makes, she sends me pictures and I really, you guys, it's not fair. It's not fair. Her eggs
can't have it
folded over with,
yes.
So, but what was your intuition that told you to start documenting?
Well, my page has always been, well, it's jewelry, but if you go into my stories, it's about a lifestyle. I want to show you where I'm going out. Normally it's where I'm going out to eat, what I'm eating, what kind of wine it is, what's this cocktail. But I love to entertain, as you know, and I love to cook. And most of the time my food is much better anyway. And I just started to exercise that muscle because I gotta eat. Where am I gonna go? The restaurants are closed. I know I'm a great chef. And I've always shared my food. Now I'm sharing it in a way, and it's actually, and people are really paying attention now because nobody's at work. Everyone is quarantined, and I'm gonna make this quarantine look like a quality quarantine, okay? I'm gonna embrace it, and I'm gonna get in where I fit in. And where I fit in is in the kitchen. And it is therapeutic for me. It's cathartic. It is saving my life, and it is keeping me safe.
Where you fit in. That's something else. So you guys, one of the things that I hear people, I hear sometimes I look at Facebook and you listen to the comments that are being made. I know we're quarantined in house, and you said get in where you fit in, and taking this time to really treasure this time and not complain about it. That
absolutely, I'm not complaining.
Also, not walking in fear of not knowing, Shauna. We don't know what tomorrow holds.
Yep.
But I often think about this. Harriet Tubman, as you know, is one of the people that I admire the most. And I think about when she was going through a period in life where slaves were not free, and she created a trail by herself, which was a threatening every day. Her life of being hung, dragged through the streets, was being put to test every day. She didn't go back one time. She went back 300 times to free each of those slaves. And I think about that and say, in a time like this, we're faced with something. Yes, it is a challenge, but it's not something we can't overcome.
Exactly.
It's just following some basic rules. And I look at you and saying, you're creating and then you're recreating. You're not to create you, which is to me very, very powerful.
Yeah. I'm all about, and I'm all about trying to cut you off.
Trivia said, time to rest, seek God, connect with him and others. Time out, God speaking, reconnect.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm all about quality content, and you know, and I'm not going to complain about it because there's nothing I can do about it. We are put here for a reason. We have been put in this time out for a reason, and I'm going to make the best of it. And through that, I'm going to express myself through cooking because I can give love right now, and I can still make jewelry from my house, but I can make food, and I can show you, and I can teach you how to make these things. And that feels incredibly rewarding for me to be able to do that. And so I'm happy to do it. Listen, some people are out there, they cannot find paper towel or diapers or can't afford it, and now they're out of work. I mean, there's so many different things going on that are catastrophic on so many different levels. And you got to be sensitive to them. When somebody sees you cooking a nice meal and laying it out and putting the candles on and pairing it with a nice wine, honey, they want to live. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole mood over here. You understand me? A whole mood. It's a movie. Okay. So, and I'm just navigating my way through it, and I'm managing, and cooking is just really helping me. And so I'm going to exercise that muscle.
I love to see you recreate and restable. And I love the fact that you're not even doing it from the standpoint, a lot of people have passions. And I think that right now is a good time for them to research. Maybe it's not cooking, maybe it's art, or maybe some people like to sing, or maybe they wanted to learn how to play the piano, or maybe they wanted to learn whatever it is. Use this as an opportunity to recreate yourself. And I can tell you, and I shared this with you earlier today, as I was sitting there listening and to myself, and I said, I'm here. What else can I be doing? I'm bored. Well, why not go clean out your closet? Which when you free space, you organize, and why not clean out your drawers, or why not read? So there's always things that we can do to use our energy in such a way. And your space is energy. And Shauna, I'm a believer in energy. And that's one of the things, just kind of coming back to full circle, talking about the coronavirus and where we are. I think everybody on this call, everything's a choice. I'm just offering you solutions that could possibly help you. And I'm a firm believer I would, if I were you, I recommend to you, cut your TV time down to no more than, because whatever you look at, it's only repeating itself. And also be careful before you start forwarding information if you have not taken the
Yeah,
time to
exactly.
investigate if those facts are actually true.
Right. Yeah.
And then also start to, I know we support each other and humor is good. I love a good laugh. Trust me, I laugh all the time about a lot of things. But my thing is just use this time in a way that feeds your spirit.
Yeah.
Because how we come out of this is everything.
It's everything. So true.
If we come out through depression, it's going to be worse on the other
Yeah.
side. But
Yeah.
if we start planning now, thinking about what else can I do? What other
Yep.
options? The best ideas are born in times such as the best
Amen.
opportunities are born
Yep.
in times such as this. This is not necessarily a devastation. And trust me, I'm faced with the same thing you are. I'm
Yeah.
not homeless where at this point where I have to worry about a roof over my head. Praise God for
Yeah.
that. But we're all just a step away from
Yeah.
where we don't know. So
Yeah.
don't worry about that. The Bible says, be ye not worried about tomorrow. Don't be anxious about tomorrow because
Yeah.
tomorrow will take care of itself. What I have to do is worry about what am I thinking?
Yeah.
What am I speaking?
Yep.
And what we hear in Shauna right now is her speaking into existence what she wants in her life. She's speaking into existence how she's doing this cooking channel now, and that's working for her. And
Yeah.
I think it's pretty amazing. I'd love to know if you have any questions. I think the more interactive we can make this, the better it is so that you equally get something out of it. Candace, Treva, Kim, Todd, anybody out there, if you have questions, please feel free. Natalie, Comay, any of you, if you have questions, Aura, let me know. Let me know. We'd be more than willing to answer your questions for you. So Shauna, so now you have this cooking channel, you and your daughter are spending time. How are you doing with school? How is that working out for you with Chloe? And
Well, she goes to a technology high school, so she does most of her work is turned in on the computer anyway.
Okay.
And so she's able to, she checks in at 8 o'clock and then she stops at 3. If she's not on her computer, she's marked absent. She's still turning in papers virally and turning it in that way. And it's all working. And
Okay.
she's on it. She's on it, honey. I don't even have to tell her. She's on it.
Awesome.
So I'm grateful for that. You know, she's a 4.0 student, so God is good, honey. God is good.
Yes, he is. So this is the one thing that I'm pretty excited about, you guys. So we've already talked about her talking about being a jewelry designer. Shauna is in the process of designing a special line for me and a Cheryl Grant collection. And I can't wait to bring that to you. So please be on the look at that. Shauna, why don't you share with them your jewelry, so if anybody wanted to take a look at what you have.
Oh yeah. So if you want to look on my Instagram page, it is Sneely Jewelry. That's Sneely Jewelry, Jewelry. Sneely Jewelry on Instagram. That's where everything is. You can connect with me there. You can DM me. And that's my jewelry. Right now, I really have focused on the Tastemaker influencer page and the interior design space. And I'm the brand ambassador for a furniture company. And so that's been taking up a lot of my time. And right now everything is on hold because we're all quarantined, but we were rolling out 3 different events throughout this year that I was coordinating, which have now been pushed back. So everything is just changing. I have to reinvent what that looks like. And when things get back to a normal pace, you know, that those things will pick up. But
my baby sister said that she's already following you. Teresa. She said that she's already following you. But Treva just asked a question, and for her first question was, where do we follow you for your recipes and stay connected?
Oh, okay. So listen, guys, it just happened last week. So I am actually putting a highlight on my jewelry page for my cooking. Right now, that's where you can go and look at the recipes. I really have to get a little bit more organized with it because I don't measure anything. I just cook. And I have to take the time and say, okay, it's a half a cup of this. You bake it at this time because I just cook. But I realized that in order for people to be able to follow me and that are challenged in the kitchen, they need a step-by-step. So I am reorganizing that. But as for right now, you can go on my Instagram page and you'll see a highlight for food and entertaining. It's gonna get a lot more content on there soon. And that's what I'll be doing since I'm quarantined. And that's actually the best activity. So that's where you can find me for now. And I will keep you guys updated.
And Triva also said, are you planning on coming out with a cookbook?
Yeah, everybody's asking me that. I'm thinking about it. Yes, for now, I'm gonna say yes. Like I said, this is all new. I was gonna say something that was a little bit negative and I caught myself. I was gonna say that it's saturated. I caught myself. I caught myself. I was gonna say it's saturated, but there is space for everyone. And I'm an example of it, and I'm a believer of it. It's just, again, I'm shifting to this chef role, and so I gotta figure out
reinventing yourself. And that's one of the things we're talking about in this new normal that we're in. Like we started in one trajectory, and you never know where God is going to lead you. But be open in mind and spirit. Don't be closed so shut. Sometimes a door shuts, and we're so busy looking at the closed door that we don't realize that another one just opened behind us.
It's so true.
Open in this time to new possibilities and new ways of being and being creative.
Yeah.
My girl Candace Capella, my sweetheart, asked, how do you divide your time between all your businesses? And Shauna, you really are a master at this. You are.
That's a good question. Thank you.
But how do you divide your time?
Thank you so much. That's a good question. I think first of all, you have to have an organized mind, which I do. I can be thinking, and I'm a really good multitasker. If I'm on the phone with you, I could be sending 3 different posts because I manage the social media pages. I could be doing 3 different posts, drafting an email, editing pictures, and cooking a meal all in one. And it's not, something will fall by the wayside, but I've gotten really good at kind of mastering those things. It's interesting because the older I get, the better I'm getting. I mean, also the bigger I'm getting too, but that's a whole nother story. But the better I'm getting better at everything, and I'm becoming a better version of myself. And so I think that when you can compartmentalize, okay, so from this time to this time, I'm going to do jewelry. In between there at lunch, I can get a little bit of social media in. I've timed my days out like sort of like a meal. There we go back to food, right? In the morning, I'll be doing this. In the afternoon, this, and everything just happens that way. Sometimes something will come up that you have to, give your attention to, but juggling and prioritizing and compartmentalizing it in your head seems to work for me. So
awesome. Well, Tan just said she started following you. Hey, sis, Tan.
Hi, Candace.
Tanya Turner Williams said that she just started following you. Candace following you.
Oh, so you guys look at my stories. You can see what I made this morning, honey. Look at it. You're gonna get hungry too.
What did you make this morning?
So let me take it back to last night. Last night I did crispy baked wings, and I made a ginger teriyaki, a ginger honey soy sauce glaze at the end. And then I braised garlic kale, and I did hand-cut truffle French fries. So today this morning
sound like my fit kind of meal.
It doesn't?
No.
It does or doesn't?
It sounds good.
Oh, good. So this morning,
it sounds good. It sounds good.
So this morning, I had extra braised kale left over. So I made a braised kale omelet with scallions and mushrooms and a little bit of herbed feta. And I made an egg scramble, and I made an omelet. And I put a little spicy sausage in there for a little protein. Didn't do any bread. And then I did fruit, pineapple, and drank a lot of water and tea. For dinner,
our water, y'all.
we are drinking our water. My water has lemon in it.
We got our water. So, but tell them what you made the other day with what about the kale garlic?
Wait, hold up. Let me tell you what I made for dinner. Yes, that was for dinner. So for dinner, guys, I did stuffed bronzino. I stuffed the bronzino. Bronzino is a white fish from the Mediterranean. It's really flaky. It's light. I did the whole fish with the head on. I had them fillet it. I stuffed it with mushrooms, garlic, shallots,
hungry.
rosemary, and I put the lemons inside. You'll see the pictures on my Insta story. It was delicious. I did a sweet potato, mashed sweet potato, so sweet potato souffle. Oh, baby, when I tell you, and then I did the garlic braised kale. And it didn't take me that long. The garlic braised kale was very easy. It was delicious. Okay. I got people right now clapping and looking at my food. They're sending me messages coming on my screen. It was everything. It was everything. And so I don't know. Tomorrow I'm going to make something else. Every day I'm thinking of something creative to make, and it just doesn't look good, honey. It tastes good.
Right. And she does a phenomenal job. Not
I'll
only
throw down in the kitchen,
but she definitely can cook. She came for Thanksgiving and I was sick with the cold and she flew all the way out here to come hang with me.
And she was out of it.
But she got in the kitchen every night and cooked. She cooked 6 pies for me.
Yes.
She took good
Sweet
care.
potato pies from scratch. Yeah. So I just love to cook. I'm gonna start doing things a lot more healthier since I'm not gonna be unactive. Since the gyms are closed. I'm doing the stairs in my building with you. We said that we were gonna be each other's accountability coach. Yep. Every morning we're gonna do the steps. So I'm excited about that. Just stay tuned, guys. I'm gonna roll out really interesting recipes over the weekend that I'm super excited about, and I can't wait to share it with y'all.
Well, one of the questions that came up, Shauna, and I thought this is a really good one, maybe add another revenue stream for you. You are a jewelry designer and you make some amazing pieces, like the ones you have on right now are some of my favorites. Did you wear those on the Wendy Williams show?
I did. I had these done.
And she has some other ones I can share with you guys that she has done. Have you ever thought about teaching how to make jewelry?
No, not really. I don't get that many questions about it. That's another thing where you have to be really passionate about, people are more passionate about cooking because everyone has to eat. Jewelry, I think, is very specialty. It's, for me, I didn't realize that I could make jewelry. This is an interesting story. I would watch a movie and I would be fixated on the jewelry. And so I would watch the movie and see some earrings and be like, oh, those are probably in Chinatown. And I would when I lived in San Francisco, go and look for them in Chinatown. That was God and the universe telling me, no, you're attracted to this because you're going to make this. And when I was starting the company, I had all these materials and I would go to these jewelry stores. I had no idea what I was doing. I just knew I wanted to design jewelry. And when I tell you that these materials, I got them to my dining room table in New York, and they literally started to tell me what they wanted to be made. It sounds interesting, but when you're a designer, if you're designing clothes, the clothes tell you what they want to be made. The jewelry tells me what. So I think that that's a very specific niche. Not everybody wants to learn how to make jewelry. They want to wear it, but they might not want to make it.
Right. Well, that's really interesting, Shauna. And I love that take and how you kind of look at that. And one of the other things that I really get, and Teresa, thank you, because I think that was an excellent question. But one of the things, Shauna, that I like is you also realizing what it is that you want, right? And that's the other thing about us. And I keep bringing it back to where we are and just bringing the conversation at hand and using you as the example that we're in a very interesting time right now. And it's the most interesting time for you to
Yes.
You don't have to be, you don't come in a box, God gives you gifts too, just like he gave Shauna a gift, he gave me a gift. I know that the work that I'm doing, I'm walking in my life's passion. I love this. I can't imagine I've been doing this. I can't even remember when, forever, like almost all my life. I've always been a part of that. So I knew that this was my coming out. I want to pause just for a second and say, please do, if you're enjoying this, please do share it with your live stream. Please share the stream with your other, your network. And also, if you're not following Shauna, please do definitely start following her now. And if you want to see me grow, if you're not already following me on Instagram, I encourage you to definitely follow me on Instagram, and it will be all her. I want you to know. So It's going to be all her.
I'll be doing that.
It's all her that will be doing
that.
my Instagram, because she looks at it and she gives me feedback like, I didn't like that, or you need to do this.
Now I'll be taking it over, and you guys will see a big difference.
Is going to be taking over. I also just want to take a quick moment to get a plug in to let you guys know that this Saturday at 10 a.m. I'll be having a master class, and I'm going to be having none other than our very own Taylor J. And I really, really do want you to chime in on that. Taylor is going to be sharing some words of wisdom. She actually just recently came out with her own masks.
Oh.
If you guys haven't checked her out, please go to her website and definitely grab that. Gary Prevost. Hey, Gary. Gary said that he saw you on Wendy Williams.
Hi, Gary. How you doing?
Oh my gosh, Shauna, how was that? Was that fun?
So first of all, you go there and you're waiting online outside, okay? And they tell you to look fabulous. So they didn't have to tell me twice, honey. I put on a big old shawl, and they come out and they ask you who wants to do like who wants to do Ask Wendy or whatever. Of course, I was like, hello. So they pull you out of the line, you go inside, they interview you right there, and they say, give us your best, how you doing? And so we all had to do, how you doing? Of course, mine was the best. How you doing? Of course, mine was the best. And I almost won a trip to Mexico, but this other little girl wanted. But they coach you, and so it wasn't like they said, "Oh, do you have a question?" It's a whole process that happens before that. But it was a lot of fun. It felt like a party. They gave us some really great gifts. I got a $100 gift card for Walmart. I got a book. I got a bunch of different goodies. Yeah, they gave us some nice stuff. It was fun. It was a fun day. If you ever come to New York, you should definitely go. The tickets are free.
Okay, that's pretty awesome. Taylor J just joined us, you guys. Hey, Taylor. You guys have to chime in on Saturday. Taylor J is gonna drop you guys some wisdom. And this is a master class. It'll be a little different than the interviews. We're gonna do some deep diving and really have her share what she's doing now and how she's reinventing herself. And Treva just said she went online to check out your masks, Taylor J. So we pushing and promoting you, girlfriend. And we have to do that. That's the other thing I really want to talk about right now, Shauna. And that is that you talked about God putting us on timeout. Mm-hmm. I think right now more than ever, it's all about what I developed this program when I was in my master's program called the C4 Matrix. And C4 Matrix basically is a principle of 4 things. It's about communication, it's about connection, it's about collaboration, and it's about building community. And I really believe that right now, she's sipping on some wine. That she got water and she got wine. Gary said, what's she sipping on?
Water.
But anyway, I think right now is about us being able to come together as a community in a way like we've never before.
Yeah.
Our success depends on each other. It's not I do it and you do it and you do it like we typically do. There's room enough for all of us. Is how do we better collaborate as a unit to support each other? Whether it be right now we get online and everybody buy Taylor J's masks, or whether it be we get online and everybody buy Shauna's jewelry, or how do we begin to support each other? And it goes back to me, like going back to the Harriet Tubman days. It's the old school. We have to come together and support each other. And we need to understand something, that we are our leaders. We're always looking for somebody to help us lead the way. We are our leaders. And it's time for us to step up and join together so that we can take it to the next level. End of story. There's no other way. And I think this is really a time for us to really rethink that. You're not alone. No, we come together. And this is just one of the many platforms that I'm creating to help you to do that. This is one platform. Gary just said, you ladies look beautiful in your red.
Oh, thank you, Gary.
I'll have mine on first.
Thank you. No, listen, I didn't know what she was going to wear. I knew she was going to wear my jewelry, though. But I didn't know you was going to wear red. I like it when you both have on red.
How do you know I was going to wear your jewelry?
Because you got so much of it, so.
That's true. If you guys didn't hear, as a matter of fact, Taylor, I want to talk to you about this. But I am well, after we'll talk, but Shauna is going to be designing jewelry for me. And so I'm really excited about that. It's going to be the Cheryl Grant collection, and I happen to love butterflies. And so Shauna has done some great things in creating some specific products for me that I'm going to be selling. So that's going to be coming to you soon. I would love for you guys, if you have any questions of Shauna or things that you'd like to know. And I've already stated that, you know, she's a jewelry designer. She does interior design. She has over 100,000 people following her on her interior design. She's now become what they call an influencer. She really is making a difference, but she's self-taught. None of this is like, Shauna, you went to some extensive training program. No. Self-taught. So I want to say to you guys that do not lose faith and sight about what's possible out of the times that we're in right now. Just don't lose sight of that. Anything is possible, but you have to believe, and believing is everything. And I know I say that a lot. We throw it around, but your faith is everything. What are you speaking into your life? Right. What are you thinking about your life? Yeah. Because whatever you're thinking is speaking is what the product is what you're going to manifest. Absolutely. And the TV off. I'm really serious. Yeah. TV off. I think it's on right now. Sorry. Shauna, I'm really mute. I can always count on you. Count on her to show up and just give it to me. Oh, and at one time, you guys, let me tell you how inventive she is and creative she is. At one time, Shauna wanted to be a comedian. Oh my God. I was a comedian for like 5 minutes. Together a one. For like 5 minutes. That is one of the hardest things to do. I can sit up and make you guys laugh and, you know, at a party or we go out and hang out. But honey, you get up in front of a bunch of people you don't know and they look at it and she's like, it's like, oh, okay. It's not easy. It is not easy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hey, I want to know something right now. I need you guys to tell me, are you enjoying, Shauna? If you're enjoying this video, I need you to share it with your network. I need you to share it with your network. Yeah, and before we log off, right? Because what time is it? Well, we're getting close to that time, Shauna. We're really getting close to that time. It's now 7:57. Is there anything that you want to share with the audience at this time? Is there anything? You know, I thank you so much for having me, Cheryl. Thank you guys for your lovely questions and for following me, and stay tuned. There's so much more amazing content I want to roll out. I'm asking everybody to stay home and wash your hands and listen to what the CDC has to say, because this thing is taking out a lot of people. And not just that, it's catastrophic on every possible level for humanity, not for New York, not for the United States, not for China, for the entire world. This is very serious. And I want you, and I wanted a big shout out to all of the essential workers who are on the front lines of this thing, especially the doctors and nurses and everyone in the medical field working tirelessly around the world. I salute you. I have so much respect and admiration for you. And what's really interesting, someone posted this the other day on social media, and they said all of the essential workers that make less than $16 an hour are who we are counting on now to, I'm getting chills as I say it, we are counting on them right now to run the world. And so, you know, you got to be nice to the janitor and to the president and everybody in between, because right now we're relying on that janitor. Let's be very clear. Exactly. And all that being said, again, thank you so much for having me. You guys be safe out there. I know for me, when I come out on the other side of COVID-19, I'm going to be a better version of myself. And I'm proud of who that is already. And I'm in the midst of the storm, and I'm proud of who I'm going to come out to be. And I wish the same for you all. Hey! And now, look, now I can drink my wine. Look, now I can drink wine. I can't with her. I just can't. Shauna, somebody just asked a very important question. Yeah. Can you talk about the rings? Can you talk about your rings? So, okay. So, right, aren't these great? So
this is a combination. Let me get into the light. This is a combination of diamonds and faux diamonds. So I do both. So these two are actual diamond eternity
I can't
bands.
see it. Move it. Yeah. There you go.
These are diamond eternity bands. This is a diamond eternity band. And the rest, this is black onyx, this black one. The oval one is diamond, and the others are Swarovski crystal and sterling silver. And so, oh wait, somebody's asking to come on. Okay, anyway, oh, that's so funny. So that's what they are, and they're affordable. DM me, and I'll give you guys the family discount. How about that?
The Cheryl Grant discount. No, you don't get mine because
Girl, you already got so much, but you'll be getting more, sweetheart. I can't wait to roll out the butterfly collection, so I'm excited about that.
Well, I want to say first and foremost, you guys, we got a huge lineup. We're booked out for the next 60 days. So every Thursday, we're going to be bringing you guests to talk to you. And then the last Saturday of every month, we have a master class. And again, this Saturday, I'm going to get her. I swear I'm going to get her. This Saturday we have Taylor J. So please do make sure you log in. Please do share this link with your network. Let's continue to uplift and support each other. Know that my prayers are going out to each and every one. And I thank you for just taking time out of your each day to spend some time with us.
Thanks.
And Shauna, you took your glasses off? You took them off?
Because you got a little serious on me. I was like, let me take them off.
Go ahead, put them on. Show them your fabulousness. Show them because this is my sister all the time.
Okay.
I love her. I love her so much. I love her. Thank you guys, and thank you for sharing with us tonight. And God bless everybody and be safe.
Yeah. Peace out.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Shauna. I love you.
Thank you. Love you too.
Okay, baby.
Bye.